Here is a clip from being on Business Rockstars, and what I had promised Ken is I was going to get him to think like Steve Jobs. And so here's an exercise I gave him to come up with the whoa, wow, yes for Business Rockstars. I'm going to have Nolan come up afterwards and we'll talk at another time about Steve Jobs. And he can. So here's Ken. So to really demonstrate this, because I want you very quickly to go through the whoa, wow, yes. And I've already figured out for you if you're a lost for words. But what was the whoa where you said, I can't believe what the opportunity was? Your whoa. Whoa for Business Rockstar.
Whoa was there wasn't enough solutions out there on traditional broadcast. There was more complaining and bickering and moaning. And I said, there's got to be more solutions-based radio. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
The wow. All right, can I go through this?
Absolutely.
The wow was I found some bright hopes on podcasts and some people that were doing something that were connecting and that were actually giving people opportunities to make a lot of money by them listening. And that means somebody like a Joel Osteen, who I'm not sure if you've ever seen, he's a prosperity minister, or a Dave Ramsey, who's actually given solutions to people, and people do financially well after listening to them. Was it's not a developed formula, meaning there was nothing that was entertaining enough to keep people there, but there was something there that needed to be implemented. And then the yes was, I can do it because I have enough people in my Rolodex to bring together to make happen, including yourself and people we know. I guess that was the step. I mean, this is just saying it off the cuff right now.
But can you feel how that is a good filter for the process that you went through? And would you agree that all entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, have gone through that? In fact, when I do these CEO and tech entrepreneur roundtables, I think one of the reasons I get the fives is not so much the formula, but I go around and I have everyone give that story, and they get to re-experience the discovery of their business, and they're high on life, and they bond based on high on life. So I walk away with a 5 out of 5.
Yeah. So you actually have them walk away with not just a solution, but something to reconnect to make them feel almost energized.
Yeah, reconnect to, like you're reconnecting to, just saying that, I think a part of you reconnected to the wow and whoa.
Which I actually need to do, and our team needs to do all individually then too, to understand why they're either part of this team or where they see their vision. I actually see this as your whoa, wow, yes, as mandatory in creating mission, vision, and value inside a business.
Totally.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're not applying these 4 mechanisms, you cannot feel what your vision, mission, value of your business is. You can't.
Well, and if you're not creating whoa, wow, yes, you're creating nah, never mind, pass. And by the way, you need to teach your entire company to talk about the company this way, because in talent acquisition, when they're out there with their friends and you're recruiting, and you're not going to recruit from the unemployed, you're going to try and recruit from other companies. But what is it that your people are saying about your company that causes their friends to say, I got to work there? Yeah. Like, whoa, wow, that's what you do there? We do that every day. So, Nolan, could you come up, please? Thank you. So I'll give you the microphone, and thank you for volunteering. And I'm going to ask Nolan, and most of you know that Nolan was Steve Jobs' first boss at Atari, and hopefully offline we'll have a conversation about what I got right, what I got wrong. But Nolan also has a new company that's really a solution to education. And so I want you, if you can cover the whoa, wow, yes for Brainrush, here's your chance.
The whoa was education's broken, and there was a article on active learning, and then the idea that I could match some of my game technology with education was kind of the thing. And then move forward from there. I said, yeah, I can do this. I've got the skill sets. I'm ready to run with it. I don't know. That's a little bit.
No, I think you covered it. And so my retake on that is he looks out in education. First of all, he loves kids. He's got enough of them.
Some would say too many.
There you go. There you go. No, but he saw the problem. He saw that it's one thing to entertain them. They're really uneducated. It's broken. But he saw the engagement of games.
Yes.
The games grab people and kids in ways that nothing else does. And so you may have even felt incumbent on you. You know, I started Atari. Education sucks. I got to do something about this. And so you found a way of was, what if we could bring gamification and full engagement, get them involved in something that looks like a game, but the side effect is they're learning stuff. And then the yes was assembling, a great team with Adam Burns, who's here, and other people, and running with it. So is that kind of accurate?
Yeah.
Good. Let's give an applause to, yes.
I got to mention, too, that it looks like we are going to be doing some software. One of the problems with the kids who are part of the Syrian refugee problem is that they're out of school. And so we are putting together a series of tablets and microservers that will allow kids to learn having tablets, even though they're in pretty bad conditions and stuff. And so that's going to be rolling out in the next 3 or 4 months.
Thank you. I think metal uses Nolan more than it supports him. No, and I guess he doesn't mind being used, as a rent-a-star. But we really need to support this thing. I mean, we're all needing funding and support. But I can tell you, as I've gotten to know him and Adam, they got their heart in this. And we need to do more. And I think we owe it to him because, Ken calls upon him and Speed to Cool, he can always rely on Nolan. And I think unless we support this education thing, we're takers and users. And I don't want to be a part of a group that's just takers and users. So let's all try and support him and get that working. So what I'd like...